Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben.
And we are AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Attack on Titan, Season 2, Episode 4. We are wearing the same clothes as we were last episode because we just couldn't wait.
No, we couldn't.
This is late, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Attack on Titan is where my heart is at.
Life.
Yes. Last episode, we saw Titan again, making his wondrous return.
Return and then exit.
Yeah. He just noped out of there, just climbed over the wall. Interesting. But we had the kind of reveal that Krista has a family of some importance and that Krista's important and is being monitored by the Wallists, but not the Scout regime necessarily. It's interesting. And we're trying to make it to her right now. Us as in our main three,
Our posse, our current posse of people.
While our other current posse of people are being surrounded by Titans. And the big question from last episode is, what is that little gold thing that Reiner was holding?
That is the big question. And what does Ymir know?
Yeah. Quick checklist. Connie's mom's a Titan. That whole village became Titans. Can't convince us otherwise.
I mean, you could convince us otherwise, but...
I'd be surprised.
I would be surprised, and there has been no evidence for me that would suggest otherwise. So...
Yep.
You could tell me otherwise, but that doesn't mean that I'll believe it. So.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Sweet.
All of the openings have a similar vibe to them. It's probably even the same band.
I wonder if you rated the openings just off of audio and then watched them all with visual too, if your favorite would change.
Huh. I'd have to listen to them all in order to decide if I had a favorite.
Yeah.
Because all of them give me that same exciting vibe that I'm about to watch Attack on Titan.
Yeah. Give me answers to my questions. Orangutan.
He's out of here. His hand is still closed, I think, because he has the ODM gear in it.
Yeah, he's looking at the Titans. His eyes were black.
What the?
What?
We've never seen that before.
Do you think his Titans that are different than other Titans? 2 hours earlier, we get to see the Reiner.
We might see that, and we might also see what made all the Titans swarm this castle.
Yeah. Someone was here.
But they were, and fast in the moonlight, even though it was night.
Maybe it's because it's the Orangutans, force.
The answer to that is our job for tomorrow.
Don't you feel like
it should be on a poster?
Reiner's the kid in the high school movie who's actually 42?
The initial sighting with Mike.
This is so weird.
Look at him eyeing him from the side.
Similar face to Annie, right? That was pretty funny.
It's purposeful. She's purposefully acting like this.
Yeah.
つまりその説が正しけりゃお前の父ちゃんも巨人なんじゃねえのかできねえだろうるせえそんなもう寝ろ
This is so weird. My head's in so many different places right now.
Weird energy between like everyone. I feel like
Okay,
Connie's
here
the
we
only
go.
innocent
Here we go. Here we go.
person.
呼ばいか驚いたな。
お前も男の方に興味があるようには見えんな。
はっ、って腹の足しになりそうなもんは漁ってんのさ。
コニーの村の件だろ。お前わざとはぐらかしたよな。できればその調子で続けてほしい。あいつが家族のことで。
こりゃいけそうだ。日清は好みじゃないが。
他にもあるか。見せてくれ。こりゃ缶詰か。なんだこの文字は。
Is it a language they can't speak?
日清って書いてあるのか。
She can read it though.
お前。
He couldn't read the alcohol bottle,
Yeah.
remember?
I didn't want to be like, oh, you can't read because some people can't, but
お前。
It was a can of
you're
herring.
what?
全員起きろ。屋上に来てくれ。
What does it mean that she can read that?
And they were surprised by this castle too.
Also, canned food. Like,
I hope they
hell
survive.
yeah.
叩き切って刃を消耗しなくても避けられたんじゃないの。
今のちゃんと討伐補佐に数えとけよ。
たくましいね。覚えとくよ。
That's a dangerous kill. Oh. One got in.
扉がもう壊された。バリケード作って防いで。防げなかった。
A little one must have
最悪
gotten
こ
in.
の屋上まで逃げてきて。生きているかわからないから。
There's so many because they're freaking villagers.
巨人がどこまで来てるか見てくる。かき集めて持ってきてくれ。ライナー。おい。待てよライナー。待つんだ。周り引き受けやがって。あいつ。悪い癖だ。まだしたか。施錠をしたとはいえ、こんな古い木の扉なんて。
Hated that.
ここだ。何でもいいから持ってこい。ここか。俺の最後は。
Its eyes are different colors.
違うだろ。ここじゃねえだろ。
Woo! Reiner's a badass.
絶対に帰るんだ。ライダー。
Hell yeah.
ベルトルト、生き延びて帰るぞ。俺たちの故郷にな。
I always forget they're from the same place.
ベルトルト。これごとくれてやる。そこをどけ。
Cobwebs on the end of it. Whew.
Well, the door was gonna get broken anyway, so.
1 point to Reiner not being sus.
こんなナイフしかねえけど、うなじ削いでみるか。
掴まれただけでも重傷だ。
一体だけとは限らないし。
That's too close for comfort.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
No! Oh, his arm!
Oh! It's probably not strong enough to... It's probably not strong enough like the one in that house we saw. Is he going for the window?
You are a badass, man.
それしかねえだろ。
こいつの顎の筋肉を離すな。
Oh no.
Ymir!
Oh, Ymir!
Awesome kick.
No hesitation. Alright, we gotta look for blood on Reiner's arm just to be able to make sure he's a good one.
Oh, if it could heal or not?
Yeah.
Ooh, alcohol.
ごめん。ごめんね。
Didn't heal right away.
多分骨折してるよね。
ついてねえことにな。
あとは添え木と包帯が。ごめん。
Ymir was like, I thought you weren't into girls. I was like, no, I think he has a crush on Krista.
助かる
Oh my god, I love it.
結婚しよ
This is the best thing in the world.
あのさクリスタ、私も手すりむいちゃったさ。
うはそんくらいつらつけるべ
She wants some love.
お前に助けられてばっかだな命張って助けられたよないつか借りを返さねえと
That was weird to bring up.
なあベルトルトライナーって昔からこうなのか
昔のライナーは戦士だった今は違うなんだそりゃ
とりあえず使えそうなものは集めようぜ。さすが調査兵だ。他の兵士とはわけが違うってこと。
Whew. Nanaba.
What does that sound?
It's the orangutan, isn't it?
Right when they say that they're glad they have the tower.
二人とも即死だ
They were going to check on the recruits.
あいつだあの獣の巨人の仕業にうわ巨人多数接近
It's like he was telling them where to go.
なんだと
作戦行動でも取ってるよう
Yeah.
なタイミングだね。まるで最初から。
Giving them an order almost.
Why those titans or those humans specifically, you know? Coming back down? Or no, the other side, okay.
He might not want to leave anyone alive that's seen him.
True, very true. Where are reinforcements?
Oh, that's not good.
もう塔が持たねえな
私はガスが残りわずかだ。
刃も使い切った俺たち4人で何体や
さあ、数える余裕なんかないからね。
何でもいいから酒が飲みてえ
ゲルガ、
なならば
What?
頭打っちまってああいいね
Oh man.
No, now they're broken.
Gulger's safe,
But he
right?
could be okay.
Yeah, but I don't know about Nanaba.
And she has no gas.
もう全くないのか。
Oh, what a visual, dude.
A terrifying one.
神様
Empty.
ひでえよあんまりじゃねえか誰だよこれ全部飲みやがったやつ
Oh.
And now their equipment's down below too, but it's broken, so it doesn't
ク
matter.
リスタ、もう塔が崩れそう。
Krista's like, take this. Threw a rock. Oh no.
塔が崩されてただ食われるのを待つしかねえのかもう何かやることはねえのかよ
何か武器があればいいのに。そしたら一緒に戦って死ねるのに。お前まだそんなこと言ってんのかよ。
Because she's noble.
死を利用するな。あの上官たちはお前の自殺の口実になるために死んだんじゃねえよ。お前はコニーや上官たちとは違うだろ。本気で死にたくないって思ってない。どうやって死んだら褒めてもらえるかばっかり考えてた。
Wow.
コニー、さっきのナイフを貸してくれ。
That fits with her rebelling or leaving.
Yeah,
That
it
she learned
does.
something.
You're right.
ほら何に使うんだよそれ
まあ、これで戦うんだよ。
ユミル何するつもりだ
自分でもよくわからん。ユミル。クリスタ、こんな話もう忘れたかもしんねえけど、思い出してくれ。雪山の訓練の時にした約束。
I love snowy mountains and promises.
お前の生き方に口出しする権利は私の願望なんだがな。お前、胸張って生きろよ。
This music, man.
クリスタ。
What? ashamed of myself. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so glad you said we should watch the next episode.
Now I want to watch another one.
Oh, yeah. How dare you tell us to watch the next episode? Now we want to watch another. I did not... Out of left field. Out of left field for me.
My hands are sweaty.
I didn't catch that. I didn't predict it.
How are we supposed to? We haven't... I'm assuming we probably haven't seen the Titan that she is.
No. It looks like another female Titan, possibly.
Looks... weird. I don't know, man. Oh my god.
It could make sense why that little Titan followed Ymir in some sort of respect. Because what if she trained and had dialogue with the little tiny Titan that was in the forest with Ilse? Because if she could turn into a Titan, maybe there was some sort of conversations they had.
Bro, I don't know what to say. Like,
Who else? Who else?
So the only information that we got this episode pertaining to like why she is a Titan is that she can read this language.
Yep.
Why it's a dumb like a bit that I said in the reaction, but I was like, it's canned food. Like, do you know the implications that a canned food wrapped in a language that these people cannot understand? Like, do you know what implications that leaves? Like, there was a society that's either different from them now or way older that was intelligent enough to produce a can of food that was left in this castle that Ymir can read. So either she's from somewhere else or she's been alive a really effing long time.
We did wonder if being able to transform into a Titan would affect how long.
Do you think it's like a cryogenis thing? Like a cryogenic chamber? Like, do you think Annie was in the hardening thing for like 100 years, then she wouldn't age? Mm-hmm. So do you think it's like that kind of thing? Or do you think it's just Titans don't age?
I don't think Titans age. I mean, they completely heal minor injuries.
That's true.
So it's safe to say that maybe... I don't even know what to say because of the fact that I'm shocked. Because I didn't guess this at all.
Man, right.
Ymir could also do this and knew about it. And I don't feel like I know enough about Ymir's. Like, we got Annie flashbacks, you know, like slight ones of Annie being trained and kind of cryptic things being said to her by supposedly a father figure, you know?
Oh, man. When they showed Gelgar went like holding up the beer and he's like, what does this say? I stopped myself from saying like, oh, he can't read? Is it in another language? But like, I was like, oh, well, people, like, there are people who can't read. Like I don't want to, like, you know.
He could have been from a poor...
Yeah, exactly.
And then joined the military
but it makes
to have a better life
so much sense. What does that mean for Utgard Castle? They said that there seemed to be people here recently. Mm-hmm. Is that true? Because if that's true, then people here recently know or placed this stuff from another language. Or is people just thought people were here recently because of who knows?
My brain has gone kaput. I haven't like digested everything, I guess.
Okay. Here we're
in this
so
episode.
I'm gonna do something that I think will help us digest it a little bit.
Okay.
I realized that since the first time starting the show, we skipped last episode's mid-roll.
Oh, okay.
We didn't go back and look at it.
Something. Let's see.
And then we can look at this episode's, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, while you're looking for it, I'm going to say that Reiner's conversation with the Emir about thank you for saying that to Connie if you were purposefully, making a joke out of it. In that moment, I did take his reasoning for being so curt with Connie about it as I don't want him to think about what could have happened to his family right now.
Yeah.
And not as suspicious. So, jury's still out with that one, but he wants to marry Krista, and
We didn't see him heal.
We didn't see him heal.
Literally, she was like, I have a small cut, and then Connie was like, I don't see anything. There it is.
I can't believe you just brought that up. That's amazing. I didn't even, I figured
I just thought of it as the little bit, but now in hindsight, I'm like, God damn it, Attack on Titan.
She didn't actually have anything. She just wanted Krista to be a nurse to her or something. But you're so right, it might have healed, and then that's why Connie didn't see it.
Okay. Though seemingly primitive, torches do not extinguish when dropped, making them ideal for night operations.
Yeah,
Due to their usefulness and long burning time, materials to make torches are issued as standard equipment in the Scout Regiment. That is cool.
But that doesn't help us at all.
Not everything needs to help us.
What?
That was all it was, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
the timing for the mid-roll in the episode we just watched was perfect because it cut right as the Titan was behind Connie. And I was like, oh, tense moment, and then mid-roll. What was that whole, he used to be a warrior, but now he isn't?
Yeah. I don't know. It is unknown when this ancient castle turned ruins was built. The hefty cannons contained within its walls possess substantial defensive power. But for what enemy they were placed here for is anyone's guess.
Which is weird. Okay. I think we've said it before that what if there was a civilization before this one that was just as and or more technologically intelligent or more advanced. And this one came from people of many cultures coming together in a time of crazy war and struggle with Titans, that they basically had to live off the land and start over.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that and none of them knew with the castle. They were all like, there's a castle over there. And I was like, how are you surprised by that?
Yeah. So are you definitely on the boat with me, on the sense that this was before? But, okay, if this was a long time ago, then this Ymir would have to be the Ymir the other Titan was referencing, right? Mm-hmm. Which is crazy to think about. Then, I don't know, man.
Well, we haven't gotten any backstory about Ymir having family that she needs to get home to, or a village that she needs to get home to, or anything.
If Ymir is a Titan, then why is she presumably dead set on protecting Krista?
Because Krista is the person that the Wallists respect.
And there are Titans in the walls.
But she wants Krista to make her own decisions and not just try to die. Because she says at the end that Krista wants to die because she wants to make sure that whatever is said about her, whatever her story ends up being, is that it was honorable, that she was a hero.
Maybe in her family's past, all of her family have died in a somewhat honorable way, and that's what's important to her. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe none of them have died in an honorable way, and she wants to be the person who has.
Yeah.
So it's written in the history books, which makes me think that she is important, within the inner society of this world.
But we would have heard that.
Maybe.
Because of her name. Like, she has to...
She could have lied about her name.
Yeah. I guess we haven't heard anything about her family either, except Ymir. We've heard from everyone saying that they had villages over here, or they lived here growing up, or whatever. But we haven't heard from either of those two characters about, like, where they grew up.
No, in the past, Reiner was more of a warrior. Unlike now.
What does that mean?
In what sense? What do you mean? What does it mean?
What does it mean to say that he's not a warrior now? Is it like a slight to him?
It's one of two things. He is a protector now and cares more about people. Or Reiner's a titan and that's what he means by warrior.
I don't know. Right before that whole sequence.
This titan's eyes are different.
They remind me of the Beast Titans.
They remind me of the Beast Titans. So if Reiner was a titan, right? Mm-hmm. And for some reason he can control if he heals or not, so that's why we saw his blood or something. And this was from like a long time ago. It would explain why his eyes look different. These are kind of like cool clothes. Could be like a more advanced civilization's clothes. I don't know. I'm really reaching here, but it's interesting, right? Look at it. It looks like a titan. But this guy has like a hoodie.
I did think the hoodie was kind of weird.
It looks like a modern day hoodie, kind of. You know what I mean? And it kind of looks like he has like a backpack on. But his eyes are different too, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's weird.
My brain's so like...
Look, it's a backpack.
Yeah, but why are you saying they don't have backpack technology?
I know. It just like, it makes me think that, okay, you're right.
If it is, do they have zippers?
It kind of looks like a zipper, right?
I don't know. You're right that they kind of look like sweatshirts. Or like hoodies. I apologize to you and everyone. My brain is so like it kind of like stalled and
information overload.
It stopped working. Mm-hmm. So any breaking down of details is like everything just is like confusing.
I guess it's good that we watch it like one episode a sitting, so like we can like digest it all.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a problem based on watching 2 in one sitting, or more that this episode had something that came out of left field to me that was huge. Because, like, with Annie, like, it wasn't a huge out of left field. Like, for a lot of the, like, big moments, they haven't been a total, complete shock to me. And I think that because of this moment with the Ymir, I'm, like, my brain just kind of popped. And is trying to figure out how, why didn't I notice it? Were there any hints? Were there any clues? Did I miss anything? What does this mean for Krista? Like, what does this...
You've probably forgotten all about it now. What if all of them are Titans or really old and, like, Krista just doesn't remember for some reason?
And they all just decided to join the Scouts purely because Krista wanted to?
Mm-hmm. Like, what if Reiner and Berthold were, like, in this other civilization that we're talking about too, but then his whole scene with her Ymir would be weird. But if that was the case, and like they were just like kids, because he would have been able to read the language. Yeah, you're right. That's another point with Reiner not being a Titan. I don't know. It's like, and he's really cool, and he was bleeding.
Okay, and there was a good line before he ran down to be the one that kind of checked to see where the Titans were.
Yeah.
Berthold was like, he's always the one that's taking the most important job.
Yeah.
But then, so that's why the then for Berthold to be like, he's not a warrior anymore was just like weird. Because I'm like, wouldn't he be a warrior now? Or has always been if he's always taking the most important job?
This was an iconic moment, though. Like, looking back even like minutes afterwards, Ymir being like, all right, give me the knife, you know? Mm-hmm. Like just like knowing what she's doing right now. is really freaking cool.
Do you know what my mind was telling me when she was getting the knife from Connie? I was like, is she going to threaten Krista with it because Krista wants to die so badly or whatever?
I thought that, or I thought she was going to straight up kill Connie for no reason. Like
total, like, I'm actually not your friend, guys.
Yeah.
I've been faking it all along.
But, because, like, I'm like, okay, ODM gear, you don't really even have a great chance against Titans. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, like, what could she possibly do jumping
The
down
reason why it was such a surprise is because Annie turned herself into a Titan with a ring. Eren bites himself. Why on earth would Ymir need something as crazy as a knife to turn into a Titan? Like, I was not even considering for a second that that's the reason. I was like, oh my god, she's gonna go, like, Mikasa crazy in, like, episode 6 or whatever. Like, there's no way. And just...
It makes sense, though, that that's the only way they could survive right now is if one of them was a Titan.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take a while for anyone to get to them.
What a shot, dude.
Did the blood splash onto her face from her hand?
Gravity, baby. Oh, what a transformation! I had to, like, commentate over that for a second because the first time we saw it, my jaw was just on the table, man. That was so good. I loved it. I loved it.
Is Krista surprised by this, is my question. Because if we were asking ourselves, did Ymir and Krista... were their families so close that they were, you know, that they would know these secrets about each other? Obviously, Ymir knows Krista's backstory, or at least her familial relationship, like who her family is. But like I said, it could have just been because Krista told her, you know?
Yo,
but
Krista's a Wallist. Or not Krista, sorry. Ymir's a Wallist. Like, in the sense that, like, they have to, like, keep track of Krista and notice her. Like, she's like, if the Wallists are like the base group who are like following Krista's will, then Ymir's like the Secret Service of like Krista, you know?
Yeah, and like Reiner would totally join just so he could be closer to Krista.
Like his inner dialogue about like Krista is so funny and so good. Like
gotta marry her.
Yeah, right. And like it, and all like her. I don't know why I'm so suspicious of him
Krista?
still.
And she's like so cute.
He's such like a good character and I love him so much. And I don't know why I'm still like, I don't know. I have more reason to believe he's not a Titan than he is, without a doubt.
I mean, especially think of right here. If he was one, would he have made the decision with Ymir and or other than Ymir to be the one that turns into the Titan right now to protect them?
Maybe. Man. This is probably one of my favorite moments, like, just, like, scene-wise of the show so far.
Would Krista be reaching for her like that if Krista knew that Ymir could turn into a Titan?
I don't think so.
I don't know. And, like, screaming for her like that, like she's falling to her death.
God, what a shot, dude. The music.
It looks like shock, too.
Yeah. It does. That's one of the coolest Titan transformations we've seen, period.
Like, Eren's in that final episode of season 1 was really cool because it was all, like, colorful and his face was, like, stretching and going crazy. But this was super cool.
You want to know why it was so cool to me?
Why?
Because right when she starts to transform... it looks like her arms and legs are DNA strands.
Mm.
And it's like, it's changing the DNA of a human into being a Titan, and the Titan's body's forming around it.
I mean, it would, think about, like, with the injection. Does the injection change your DNA?
Maybe. Maybe, going full crazy here, exposing your blood with a mindset, exposing your blood to, like, air transforms your blood cells or DNA into something else. I don't know, man. I don't even know anymore. I'm stupid. This whole show's crazy. People are really smart and I'm not. But Ymir's eyes, I know it's just mid-transformation, but they don't look like other Titans. They kind of look like the ones that Reiner was getting eaten by.
I'm like, is it mid-transformation or is it the fact that there's a really warm tone right now?
It could be a really warm tone, but like it's like a brownish black, darker brownish black, white, and then it looks like a brown and then a white.
Where are they that they would have encountered a Titan in this
with
flashback?
backpacks on in the middle, like, I don't know.
Did they try leaving?
Maybe. That's a good guess.
Because there would have been another a breach in the wall back then, you know, that this Titan would have gotten in. It feels weird to me that as kids they would have interacted with a Titan, and it almost seems like maybe they left. Maybe they like tried to like escape a little bit, and
That's
then they ran
guess.
into a Titan and they'd never seen one before and they lost their friend.
Then who saves them? Maybe like the scouts of that time?
Maybe.
Man. This is such a good episode. I feel like I'm going to have more to say at the start of next episode.
Yeah. Once we like fully process and it's not like the only thing in our head is just the thing with Ymir at the end, we might think of more things that we saw in this to talk about, and or in flashbacks in our mind we might catch something, you know. So
yeah, man, that's the lead. That's
we should have watched the last episode and then watched this episode and then
the next episode
in the same time, same sitting,
like
watch
episode 3 and then episode 4 and 5.
Yeah. Not 3 and then 4.
Well, this can tell you how unprepared I was. Usually we film one episode on one SD card because our discussions can get awfully long at the resolution we record at, so it takes up a lot of space on our camera. So we had like a little bit over an hour starting this video, and I was like, oh, we're gonna be fine. One more. You know, it's gonna be like an hour 15
are we, like,
at most.
Getting to the very
Probably.
end? Oh, okay.
So
I should sign off soon then.
Yeah, I know. Man, what an episode! I feel like after we turn this off, I'm gonna rewatch the Ymir transformation a couple more times just because it was so good.
I feel like I'll need to
Rewatch the episode.
I might need to rewatch the episode, or I'll need to just take a breather and just be thinking about this episode on my own time and kind of think of everything as a whole, because who knows if there's been something that I didn't connect that we were given.
Man, remember when we used to go to work together and like in the car we'd talk about Attack on Titan and stuff? This would be like a perfect example of, oh my god, we're going to work tomorrow. Let's turn on the camera like and have it hands free and like the dashboard while we're talking about Attack on Titan. Man. What an episode. All right, that's all I have you.
That's all I have.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we cannot wait for next episode.